In this session, we will try to uncover how to implement a web service using TIBCO BusinessWorks 5. And this is TIBCO Designer, which is used to develop and design BW5 applications. And on the left-hand side, you will see the project panel, global variables, tester, palettes. And we have seen in our earlier sessions the file palette, JDBC palette, JMS, and SOAP palette, XML activities. And in this session, we will explore the service palette and we will use this service resource to create a web service. And this is the project panel. These are the project files. And inside the service folder, we have the web service implemented, and we have two operations available in this web service. The one is get city info and the second one is get city distance. We will just see what these two operations does in a minute. And the endpoint is SOAP over HTTP, and these are the SOAP details. And we have the WSDL source tab where we see the concrete WSDL. We use this in SOAP UI to test this web service. However, we have test service folder where we have two operation testing stubs. The first one is get city info, and this is the SOAP request reply, which we have uncovered in the previous sessions when we were discussing SOAP palette. And here in the input message, you will give the zip code, for example, 61801. And in the output, we will get the city info, the city name, state, location, latitude, longitude, and zip code. And in the get city distance test, here the input will be the from zip code and the to zip code, and in the output we will get the distance between these from city and the to city, and it will also give us the city info for both from and to, with city, state, location, latitude, and longitude. And let's see the actual implementation, what's going on here in the response. For get city info, we have the city name, state name, location, latitude, longitude, zip code, and this is a sample project shipped out of the box from TIBCO. The whole idea is to see how these service resource and SOAP request reply activities work. So the implementation will be simple, and you can imagine in real time there is some fancy uh, processing here happening to get this info, and we just map it to the end activity. And in the get city distance service, you will see we have the from city and to city distance, from city and to city information and the distance between them. And again, we can have some implementation in this operation to find out and calculate this distance in real time. But since we are focusing on how these activities work, we are putting the logic or business logic as simple as possible. So this is about the application design, what it does. let's try to test these two flows. Go to the tester tab and you can select the service resource, and in the test service, we can select both of them and we will test one by one. Load selected. So let me trigger the get city info operation first. This is triggered and the input is a zip code 61801, and then we got the response that the city name is Urbana, Illinois, and the latitude and longitude and the zip code again. And if we see the service resource, we can see the get city info service got invoked. Let me try to invoke the get city distance operation. Here, I have the input data as 61801 and 61820, and we got the from city information, which is Urbana, Illinois, and longitude and latitude information, and two cities, Champaign, Illinois again, and latitude and longitude, and the distance between them is 4. And if we see this job, this triggered the get city distance service operation. So in real time, there can be a whole lot of complex logic in between the start and end, which we are just trying to mimic between start and end and putting the end result on the end activity. So whatever is mapped here on the end activity will be the result for your web service, and you will see that here in the SOAP request reply. I'll stop here and continue.